This is going to be quite the epic battle, my old nemesis.
Your time's about to expire. I'm sending you back to hell.
My name's Legendary Agwang. Are you down for more Dragon Ball? Well, let's get right into it.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Legendary Agwang, and today I'm going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super Episode 53. So in this episode, we kind of get hinted that Black Goku might have something to do with Zamasu, because they pretty much have the same thing going on, the same attitude, and we find that out with the hints thrown at us about Zamasu's feelings towards humans. You know, he kind of starts off talking about, why should we protect the humans? All they do is have war and fall and prosper, and the same cycle just repeats over and over again, you know. So he really despises humans, and he doesn't understand why they have to protect him. He wants to know, you know, why not just end it? Why not just end their foolish acts once and for all? And Goasu's like, you know, the Kaiō-shin and Kai's duty is to create and protect the humans. You know, you have to raise them up. You have to find a way to better them. That is your job. That's your role, and you must understand that. There is only one being who can lay hands on the humans, and that is the God of Destruction, Beerus. And Zamasu, he doesn't seem too happy about this. I don't know, for some reason it just really bothers him that he has to accept this fact and just follow this purpose that he doesn't want. You know, he feels like the humans are just terrible beings, I guess, you know, they're just foolish, you know, and he wants to kill them for some reason, you know. So I guess that's where we get the whole justice understanding from Black Goku, because Black Goku always talked about justice. He was like, finally I'm gonna get some justice on the humans, you know. So we have a motive here. We have a motive for Black Goku. I'm gonna get into, you know, what my thoughts might be about Black Goku. It's really weird, but let's continue. Now on the other side of things, we see Trunks finally gets to confront Android 18 in Universe 7. You know, when he sees her, he kind of grabs his sword like he's about to chop her in half and just demolish her. You know, she's just smiling. She's not even phased, you know what I mean? I would think she would be, since Trunks is like way stronger than her, like he's way out of her league. You know, I kind of wonder, like, how strong is 18 now? Like, has she gotten stronger? Like, I don't know, she still seems like, you know, she's that super badass, scary android girl, but Krillin pretty much had to say, like, you know, whoa, chill, man. She's my wife, dude. Don't cut up my wife, man. Like, hey, you know, relax, chill, dude. And Android 18 kind of walks up there and she's like, hey, I heard you killed me in your world. And she's like, you better have some consolation money for that. She was messing around with it. She was like, just kidding, whatever. And then like Trunks, he was just like, wow, like Krillin is polite to her. I don't know, it just kind of like startled him. He's never really seen her like in that way, so it's kind of awesome to see that he actually can be cool around her. You know, he can relax around her. Like, she's a different person. You know, she's not that same crazy, childish android from his time. They actually have a family. You see the daughter run out there to Krillin, and he was just like, you know, taking all of this in. It's crazy. So after that, you know, he was like, okay, he's gonna go see father and mother or whatever, check on them, you know, because I can imagine that this is just all freaking weird, but everything going on, Super Saiyan 3s and gods and all this stuff, I would be freaking like mind blown if all this is going on with me. So I can understand his reactions, being shocked about all of these things. So taken back to wherever it is the Zamasu and Goasu live, I guess I'll just say like one of the Kaiō-shin planets. Beerus and Goku and all of them, they kind of finally arrive, and Goku from the jump, he just runs up to Zamasu. He knows who he is, and he's just like, hey, can we fight? Like, I want to fight you. So Zamasu's impression, he just kind of thought that Goku was a human. You know, he was like, why is this human acting among gods? In his mind, that just looked really strange. So Goku actually touched him, and he kind of like freaked out, like, get your filthy hands off of me. You know, it was kind of funny. So it's really hinting that he might be Black Goku, or in some essence, Black Goku. So Beerus kind of stops Goku in his tracks and says, okay, like, you can do that later. We need to ask some questions first. We need to know if those 5 rings are there, because there was a being called Black Goku who had similar key, and we need to know what's going on here. So Zamasu reassures them and shows them, well, Goasu does this while Goku chases around Zamasu to try to get a fight, and they confirm that all 5 rings are still in place. At this point, Gowasu tells Zamasu, go ahead and fight, you know, it is part of your training. Let me see how you act around humans. It'll be better to understand them. And this thing right here, it kind of bothered me. It's like, why are you calling him a human when Beerus clearly said that's a Saiyan living on Earth? Like, do you guys not know about the Saiyans? You're supposed to be like all-knowing and stuff. Even the lower Kai, King Kai, knows about the Saiyans. Come on, dude. I mean, granted, I'm not sure what universe they're in. I mean, what is it, like 10 or something? That might be a factor or whatnot. So, I don't know, I guess I'll give him that. At this point, Goku goes Super Saiyan 2 and he just charges at Zamasu, and Zamasu just kind of like elegantly deflects Goku. And he goes for that Beerus neck chop ability, and Goku just kind of deflects it with a ki blast. At this point, Goku just started powerhousing, and Zamasu had no choice but to be on the defense until finally Goku caught him slipping, and he kind of went for the finisher punch, stopping right before he hit his face. And Zamasu kind of looking up to Goku, this person who he keeps calling a human, stand above him. So you can imagine how he must feel, you know, ashamed that a mere human could do this to me. You know, and he kind of like, when Goku offers him a hand to stand him up, he kind of like wants to, you know, like, I don't know what he was trying to do with his hand. Like, he was finna like kind of sucker punch him or something. And Gowasu was like, no, don't do that. You know, like he had to stop him a couple times because this kid is like crazy. Like, he's really emotional. Obviously, he didn't fare well against containing his elegant, godly emotions against a human. You know, it's really weird. You know, he has the same emotions of the humans that he's talking about. That's so weird. Because if he's supposed to be so much above the humans, you would think that he's extremely humble and logical. But he has those same emotions that cause humans to fail. But whatever, that's just a little nitpick. Also, another thing I noticed is that Beerus is kind of seeming a little bit scary that, you know, Goku and Black Goku may be surpassing him or get to his level. Because first, it was commented by Gowasu. Gowasu was like, how can a human have this power and not even be a god? His power even rivals the god of destruction. And Beerus is like, what? Say that again and I'll destroy you. He didn't say that, but basically that's kind of what he was saying, you know. Gawasu's like, no, I'm sorry, no, I didn't mean that. And then, like, when they were leaving, Goku was like, fighting Zamasu was like when I was fighting you. And Beerus is like, no, our powers are totally different or whatever, you know. It's like, so it's making me think that Black Goku may actually surpass even Beerus, the god of destruction, and become trouble for the whole Z Fighters. It may take all of them to defeat him if he reaches his potential, as Goku stated out. Goku is like, he just hasn't reached his full potential, you know, like he's not at full power yet. And I'm gonna believe Goku's instincts over anything. Goku hasn't really been wrong about anything, so I'm thinking that Goku knows what he's talking about. Beerus is just feeling a little bit shady because he's the god of destruction and he doesn't think anybody should be as strong as him in his universe or pretty much any other universe if they aren't a god. So that's my thoughts on that. Anyways, Beerus decides, okay, we saw the rings, we saw what we needed here, let's go. And so while they're on their way, you know, going back to Earth or Universe 7 or whatnot, Whis says that, well, there's pretty much enough evidence to conclude that Zamasu is Black Goku. They pretty much confirmed it. That's what its synopsis is, that Black Goku is Zamasu. And Beerus is all like, you know, well, I should just destroy him right now. Goku's all like, well, he doesn't seem like a bad guy, and besides, his ki seems different. Beerus is all like, nah, you're just being too trusting or whatever. Goku has a feeling that it's not exactly the same, but I don't know, maybe that could be just because he's using a different body, you know. I'm not too sure about that, you know, but Goku has a different feeling, and I'm going to kind of go with Goku's feeling that might not be exactly Zamasu. I'm not sure. Honestly, I think the evidence points that it is Black Goku, but it could not be. Who knows? I mean, like, they might throw us a curveball and we don't know what's going on. But I always kind of had the thought that maybe he just took some type of body. You know, maybe he was impressed with Goku's body, and maybe he just thought, like, I need that body so that I can become powerful. It's like this human doesn't know how to use that body, and he just finds a way to mimic that body, Goku's body or whatnot. But that still wouldn't really make sense considering the time ring. You know, that couldn't be that same one. That couldn't be that same Zamasu, because it's just weird. It's really confusing. You know, I'm not too sure about it with the whole time ring and how he would actually change the bodies, because Goku's body would be like long gone and like bones by now. So I don't know. I'm still on the mix about that, but I do have some thoughts about Super Saiyan Pink. You guys wanted to know what my thoughts were about Super Saiyan Pink, and I think I have a way to explain it. Okay, so we've looked at a lot of the forms of gods. We saw Super Saiyan God where he turns red. Now I think that the color of your hair pretty much is determined by your ki, the color of your ki. Goku had red ki when his hair was red, and he had blue ki when his hair was blue. You know, so I think the reason Zamasu was having such a sort of like pink, you know, maybe purplish hair is going to be because of his ki. We all see that Zamasu has like some type of light purple, pinkish ki, and that's probably the explanation for why his hair is going to be a sort of pink thing. So it makes sense. The Super Saiyan God thing has to do with the nature of your ki. Goku and Vegeta, they have the blue ki. So Zamasu's is of course going to be different, considering he is a Kai. He is a Kaiō-shin, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't know, I didn't know it was a difference. But that's what I think is going on with the Super Saiyan Pink thing. It makes a lot of sense when you think about it. So, I don't know. You know, you guys let me know what you think. And let me know if you want me to keep on doing these reviews for you guys. Leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys later.
All going to perish, and it won't be for it.
Possible!
This is going to be quite the epic battle, my old nemesis.
So, the battle of the gods are upon us once again.
Vegeta, it would have appeared you've reached your super...